The U.S. Supreme Court has upheld a landmark law that could ban TikTok nationwide unless its parent company, ByteDance, divests its ownership. The law, officially titled the Protecting Americans from Foreign-Controlled Applications Act, mandates the sale of the app to a non-Chinese entity or its removal from the U.S. market. This decision culminates years of bipartisan concern over national security threats stemming from TikTok's data collection practices and potential ties to the Chinese government. Key details of the ban: 1. Implementation timeline. The ban is set to take effect on January 19, 2025, unless ByteDance secures a buyer. While the law does not immediately remove the app from users' devices, it will block new downloads and updates, rendering TikTok progressively less functional over time. 2. Government stance. The U.S. government argues that TikTok's ownership by a Chinese entity poses risks of user data being accessed by the Chinese government, potentially compromising American privacy and security. The Supreme Court sided with this view, stating that the law addresses well-supported national security concerns. 3. Legal and public pushback. TikTok, which has over 170 million users in the U.S., challenged the law as an infringement on First Amendment rights, citing its role as a vital platform for free expression. Content creators and advocacy groups have also protested, emphasizing its significance as a space for communication, news, and creativity. 4. Political reactions. President Joe Biden signed the legislation into law in mid-2024, but he has expressed reluctance to enforce the ban on January 19, signaling potential flexibility. Meanwhile, President-elect Donald Trump, a frequent critic of TikTok during his first term, has surprisingly called for finding a resolution to avoid alienating its users. 5. Broader implications. TikTok's potential ban has sparked concerns over its impact on free speech, digital commerce, and the global tech landscape. Critics argue it could set a precedent for government control over digital platforms. Proponents counter that protecting national security must take precedence, even if it affects a popular social media app. The path forward: ByteDance has until Sunday to finalize a sale or face the full enforcement of the ban. However, as of now, no buyer has emerged, and the possibility of an 11th-hour reprieve appears slim. The app's long-term status in the U.S. remains uncertain, fueling debates about data privacy, global tech regulation, and user freedoms. This ruling marks a pivotal moment in the intersection of technology, security, and international relations, with potential ripple effects across other platforms with foreign ownership.